touchdown. And Chad Pennington, a 4-touchdown game, 21 of 26. The one ran for 112 yards. That's kind of a nice
Yeah,
formula.
on the 22 carries. And isn't that the formula that the Jets have used to succeed under Herm Edwards' regime?
408 yards offense for the Jets on this day. The Miami Dolphins have lost 3 in a row. Chris Carter, good sight to see him on the field and back healthy. Bad kidney situation after he tried to come out of retirement and play that game at Monday night at Lambeau Field. Ray Lewis playing for the Ravens, and open field tackle on Ricky Williams on 3rd and 5 forces 4th down. Then Williams, oh, look at the spin move here. Later in the first, and Miami leads it 7-0.
That's a nice spin on Ed Reed. Ed Reed, the rookie who's having such a great year out of Miami.
Ray Lucas, the beleaguered Ray Lucas, trying to win his first game as Dolphins starter to Chris Chambers. Time has come today, 15 yards. Lucas, 25 yards to Jed Dreamweaver. And then Lucas, roll out. Now, he can do this, but when you're moving on the ground a little bit, you can hit Ricky 6 yards. Then 2 plays later, Lucas dives. 14-7 Miami on a 6-play, 81-yard drive right after the Ravens had scored. Scores 17-7. Patrick Surtain makes certain that he steps in front of this Jeff Blake pass. And then Jason Taylor sacks Blake, fumble. Ravens recover. Brian Billick not happy. Remember, his team came in there, won a playoff game on this field 20-3 last January. Not today. 4 yards, Ricky Williams. Let's see, Miami was 5-1. They lose 3 in a row because Fiedler's out, coming back in a couple of weeks. We can't lose anymore. Naturally, they win going away. It's a theme. The Dolphins win 26-7 as Lucas 18 of 26.
A good day by Ray Lucas, and I think that, you know, for all of us, you don't necessarily root for any certain guy, but you certainly were rooting for Ray Lucas to play well.
And the defense, given a little bit of a lead, held Baltimore to 157 yards in offense. Then, Panthers and Fox. Boy, John Fox's defense keeps his team in every game, but they've lost 6 straight. The Buccaneers 7-2 coming off a bye. Aaron Schnecker, he fumbles, and the Panthers recovers the football. Ensuing drive, Rodney Peete. Steve Smith. Nice. 20 yards. Panthers think an upset at the new Sombrero. 7-0. Brad Johnson on 4th and goal. Play action to Keyshawn. Nice call. Good gamble. Pays off, Tom.
Yeah, Keyshawn coming formation, get himself out in the flat. He's running a lot of guys through traffic. Nice job of delivering the football by Brad Johnson.
And Rodney Peete sees the platters. He sees the Harbor Lights right here. Stripped by Simeon Rice. Warren Sapp recovers. So the Bucs can't capitalize here, and so Carolina back in mid. Look at Warren. It's like he's hatching the football. Pete picked off by Dwight Smith. So again, Tampa's D in a 10-10 game late third. Coming up big. Brad Johnson. Last game he threw 5 touchdown passes. Keenan McCardell wide open into the end zone. It's almost like a Flintstone mobile. He got the feet going forward. And 17-10 Bucs. Sapp wants D. Here's one of the best. John Lynch just wrestles it free. And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, in a very competitive division, see New Orleans lose. That means they go up by a game, and they beat the Panthers 23-10.
Yeah, and talk about that Panther defense. Buccaneers playing pretty good defense of their own. And again, you see a team held at 10 points, but this is on a weekly basis now. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense is officially back for this stretch run.
4 sacks for Seahawks. Gary Kubiak, Mike Shanahan. Interesting reading, I'm sure, on the sidelines, Tom. They read their team, the Riot Act, I think.
Yes.
Al Wilson sacking Matt Hasselbeck in a scoreless game. 5 sacks for the Broncos. They led 3-0 at the half. Clinton Portis, the rookie, bounces outside. 34-yard run, sets up a Mike Anderson touchdown. Portis had 136 in the game.
You had the feeling that this football team was going to come out today and play a pretty good game.
And there's the screen pass. I mean, my God, it's become the best play in football. We're down to the 6. And then Greasy to Rod Smith. Oh! He's down at the 1, but Greasy is down. And take another look, Rocky Bernard. Oh, man. Sprained knee, did not return. That's all we know now. Remember, it's a late game. So here's Steve Berline into the game, 4th and goal. Now in the 4th quarter, but same drive, Patrick Haight, who hopes to score more touchdowns like this. The rookie, 17-6. Berline. Nice to Rod Smith. 2 passes, 2 touchdowns for Steve Berline. What's that ridiculous quarterback rating system now? You rated 1,046, 2 passes, 2 touchdowns. Hey, the Broncos came back the way they had to, beating the Seahawks 31-9.
Yeah, Broncos, good football game. And you just look at Alexander and the 11 carries for the 13 or the 15, 18 yards. It's just ridiculous.
Yep, the Broncos 401 yards, Seattle 204. And now, one of the games of the day, that's for sure, 49ers Chargers. Terrell Owens. Maybe we'll be back here in January. That's where the Super Bowl's being played. Junior Seau says maybe we will be. Chargers trying to stop a 2-game losing streak. And Garcia to Terrell Owens. That's beautiful. We're tied at 7. At a 4th and 3 play, Tom, in the 2nd quarter to tie the game. That way at the halftime move to the 3rd quarter. Garcia. Owens. Now look at the moves here he makes. And he could go all the way. 76 yards. The flex in the end zone. 14-7 San Francisco.
Yeah, Alex Molden is going to be the corner with the coverage. The safety going to miss the tackle down the field, but Molden, as you will see right here, is nose up with T.O. And T.O. just too big and strong, pushes you, great use of the hands to get off the line of scrimmage. You see him give himself some room inside the numbers. He works back outside the numbers, breaks the tackle, moves on to the end zone.
The Niners had a field goal at 17-7. You say, well, we can't come running back if we're down by 10. Forget that. LaDainian Tomlinson, 27-yard run, 1st down. On 3rd and 10, Drew Brees. Chris Conway down the sideline. But wait a minute. Hat on the ground. And San Diego's going to have this taken off the board.
Yeah, and clearly right there, Conway's forced out of bounds. Cannot be the first guy to touch the football once you come back in.
So now here's young San Diego, at least young on offense. They're undaunted, though. 4th quarter, early stages, 2nd and goal. Breeze picked off by Quincy Stewart. It's just not going to happen for Marty Schottenheimer's club, right? Well, they get a field goal, 17-10. Breeze, 4th and 3. Buying time at the 15. Finds Tim Dwight. What a clutch play. 1st down, drive continues. 3rd and goal. Minute 15 to go. Breeze, incomplete to Rashae Caldwell. But pass, interference, put the ball in the 1. Breeze to Fred McCrary. Touchdown. Tied at 17 with a half minute to go. Overtime. 3rd and 12, San Francisco. Garcia to J.J. Stokes. Into Charger territory. 1st down. 41-yard field goal attempt coming up. Jose Baby Cortez. 30. I don't know if he's going to make it through the season. I just don't know.
I don't even know if he's going to make it through this weekend.
I just don't know. I know it's a 41-yard field goal, but no, it had no chance. 2nd and 8 on the 46. Breeze. Derek Parker pens his way for an 18-yard pickup. And then Cortez can't watch as Steve Crick, Cal set, not a member of the Cowsills who sang The Rain, the Park, and other things. I saw her sitting in the rain. Never mind, it's for Coach Parcells. He's listening. They would have to punt. And then, on the drive, Stephen Davis, 3 touchdowns so far.
Yeah, inside the red zone, they ran him. Outside the red zone, they ran him. It was a change in philosophy for Coach Steve Spurrier.
And so the Rams are down 20-10. All of a sudden, Kurt Warner started out with blazes. They got to get going. On 3rd and 13, he had 14 yards to Ricky Prohl. And then he shampoos one to Prohl between defenders. Touchdown. It's a 20-17 game, 6 minutes left. 2 minutes to go, Rams 3rd and 5. Warner to the rookie Lamar Gordon from North Dakota State. And this young man had 10 catches subbing for Marshall Faulk. Then Trung candidate. You know that a candidate runs well in Washington. And that's a 22-yard run on 3rd and 10. The Rams are alive. Jeff Wilkins thinks we can tie. With 17 seconds, you got to go for it, don't you? Oh, no! LeVar to the fumble! And Darryl Gardner recovers. The Skins have forced the turnover.
And watch the move by LeVar Arrington. Comes inside on John St. Clair, gets him to commit, comes outside, gets the right hand up. Those are the plays that create turnovers.
And so the St. Louis Rams' 5-game winning streak is now by the boards as they begin a 3-game road swing. They lose at Washington 20-17, despite the fact that Warner 34-49 for 301. Just said, hey, you know, I'd like to be used a little bit more, and I'd like to be told if I'm not. I can handle that. So guess what happens? He run up the middle 10 yards, and then Chad Hutchinson to Joey Galloway. And what about the tackling, Tommy? Sheesh. And a 2-0 Jacksonville lead on a 2-run homer is now 7-2 Dallas. With the Grey Cup going on this day, it's typical that we have scores like this with 2s and 5s. Hutchinson to Emmitt Smith, third quarter with the score 7-5. Emmitt. Hey, we remember that, don't we, Tom?
That's the Emmitt Smith that we're so used to seeing with the Cowboys, and they got the ball to him today in a number of different ways. You saw him throwing, receiving, and there he goes in for a rushing touchdown.
Yeah, capping a 99-yard drive. It's 14-5 Dallas. Chad Hutchinson, Joey Galloway, 21-12 Dallas in the fourth quarter. And then Fred Taylor runs into the rookie Roy Williams. Oh, it's a fumble at the 1. Mario Edwards recovers. Tom Coughlin says, you mean he wasn't in? There's a lot of, it looked like a big menu of a big restaurant that Tom had. But stay with us here for the Lions and Bears. Bears doing the shake. Not sure why. They've lost 8 games in a row. Now, we're going to forget the first 57 minutes of this game. The Bears down 17-7. This is Jim Miller with a bad elbow and all. 3rd and 20. It's Des White for a 23-yard touchdown at 17-14. Bears down 3. Then on 4th and 20, did you see him fall down, get up, and complete a pass to White for 33 yards? This actually is an amazing presence of mind.
Yeah, Tripp's coming away from center, keeps his head up the field, spots Des White, nice 33-yard game. Your team sees you do that, they become a little bit more competitive.
And then the human corkscrew, Paul Edinger, the kicker, ties it at 17, and we go to overtime. Now pay attention. Detroit wins the toss. They give the Bears the ball. Detroit takes the win. Bears, 3rd and 8. Incomplete to Dustin Lyman, but holding penalty on the Bears. And so on 3rd and 8, Marty Morningwake says, yeah, we'll take the penalty, give him 3rd and 18 rather than have the punt. Miller to Marty Booker. Now that's 15 yards. Edger on the sidelines, because remember, it'd be a long field goal into the wind, would be about a 48-yarder. So 4th and 3 from the 31, and wouldn't you know it, Miller to White for 5 yards. First down, Bears. 3 running plays, 40-yard field goal. Edinger, good. The Lions win the toss but never get the ball. Oh boy. Oh boy. And Bears and Lions were so interesting this year that they went into overtime both times, Tom. We couldn't get enough of them. This time the Bears win it to snap an 8-game losing streak.
Well, you just wonder what the situation had to be with the win in order for you to give that ball away. I would think that you'd be looking at a snowstorm or wind 40 miles an hour before you give that ball away.
So a really good rivalry for the last few years. And Ed Reed, the rookie's made a lot of big plays. He gets the daily double. He blocks the punt, recovers it, and scores a touchdown.
Yeah, Rich Cody is the end guy. Ed Reed gives him a really nice move. The fake outside, good quickness to the inside, perfect block, hands down on the football.
Steve McNair into the end zone, intercepted by Bart Scott from
Southern Illinois. He's a Saluki.
He's a Saluki. 3 picks by McNair. Look at this one. Jeff Blake, though, picked off by Andre Dyson. Touchdown, Tennessee, but flag on the play. And you know what it is? It's Keith Bullock. Oddly enough, the man that hit seemingly innocuously last week is Tommy Maddox. So they nullifies the touchdown. Lance Sargent Johnson. It's 4th and 1. And Jeff Blake is picked off. And you think Brian Billick liked the play? No, it's awful. And now the Ravens lead at 13-9, 2nd and 4th, 11, but Jamal would fumble. And so the Ravens turn it over with a chance to put the game away. Under 5 minutes to go. Titans now 3rd and goal. McNair to Derek Mason. And so Jeff Fisher says, I've seen enough. Let's kick a field goal, make it 13-12. 4th and 2, under 2 to go. McNair. Incomplete to Frank Wycheck. And the Tennessee Titans, who had gotten into first place by winning 5 in a row, they just can't get past the Raiders. It's a good sight seeing him. He was the 3rd quarterback today. He really wasn't going to get in at all, but just seeing him in uniform was great. Cordell Stewart started. Jerome Bettis, 1-yard run. And then Stewart and the Steelers starting fast. One of the 57 varieties of ketchup is Heinz Ward. And it's a 64-yard touchdown. It's 17-0 Pittsburgh. And you know what they're doing? They're bringing out one of the old NFL teams, the Providence Steamrollers. What is this, the Pittsburgh Zamboni? We're getting the ice ready. It was 17-0 against the hapless Bengals with Corey Dillon. Caps a 98-yard drive, 2-yard touchdown, 17-14. The Bengals are in the game. Field goal, Pittsburgh 20-14. John Kitna to Matt Schobel, and the Bengals has spotted Pittsburgh a 17-0 lead, and they lead 21-20. Now, you say Hushmanzada.
I say Hushmanzada.
But I say Fumble, you say
fumble.
It's a fumble. Steelers get it. Kitna wanted an opportunity. But the new kicker for Pittsburgh, remember, this is, Jeff Reed. He makes this one barely 45 yards. Todd Peterson on IR. But all would not be happy. 23-21. First, Jerome Bettis passing O.J. Simpson for 11th on the all-time list. Didn't even wear gloves doing it. It's a touchdown. 24 yards. Pittsburgh in control. Extra point. Means the new kicker, same as the old kicker. We won't get fooled again. Reed misses, so it's still an 8-point game. Bengals have a chance. You say Hushmanzada.
I say Hushmanzada.
And I say nice return. And you say penalty. I say
penalty.
It's a penalty on the kicker because he grabbed the mask. Jeff Reed, I told you, we won't get fooled again. And so the Bengals have a chance. 47 seconds left. They're fourth and goal. Cincy. Chad Johnson could not guarantee the reception in the end zone. Hanging Chad Johnson. And so the Bengals, look, Pittsburgh once again squandered a 17-point lead in Carolina. Michael Vick going up against the veteran Rodney Peete. Timeout, middle finger, bothering me. No, he wouldn't. Atlanta's defense kind of was giving him the middle finger, I think. Keon Carpenter, former Bill, good. Playing for Wade Phillips, the defensive coordinator of the Atlanta Falcons.
Yeah, and Michael Vick, people try to force him to his right, but he's so quick that he goes where he wants to go, and then he has great delivery of the football on the run, as you see right here to Ward Dunn.
Look at that between Vick and Dunn. Is there some excitement on that play? Meanwhile, Vick first half 12 of 16 for 211. Rodney Peete drops back. Brady Smith, he had 3 sacks on the day. Atlanta had a big day defensively. 3.5. This is Smith sacking Peete again. And with the score 21-0, Atlanta having their way with the hapless Panthers. Vick. To a guy that's, look at Brian Finneran hold on to the ball there. Finneran begin again. 42 yards. Then, next play, Vick looks for his favorite Night Ranger, Bob's sister Christian. Sister Christian. Setting up a ducket touchdown. The round is on. 28-0 Atlanta. Peete out. Chris Winky Dinky Doo is in. But Winky Dinky don't. Keith Brooking. 22 yards. Out of the 15. And then, all right, that's enough. Let's bring in Randy Fasani. But he bought water against the Falcons. Ellis Johnson is 8 sacks. Look at Wade. He's got the semi-sweater. It's the best. Remember that sweater always worked at Buffalo? Hey, he's going to play today at home against Cleveland. Jerome Pathon nailed by Brant Boyer on the pass by Aaron Brooks. Oh, but he dropped it first. Saw it coming, though, Tom.
Yeah, incomplete. Boyer with a good hit. Looked like a clean shot. Good hard-hitting football.
Pathon returned to the game. William Green had a 96-yard day last week. 17-yard gain here. He scored 3 plays later. 7-3 Cleveland. Saints kick a field goal, 7-6. Michael Lewis. The beer man's been so good. The beer truck delivery man, now returner, had the 2 returns in 1 game, but he fumbles. Andre Davis recovers. And then, Tom, is there a more Johnny on the spot this year than Dennis Northcutt for Cleveland?
And the thing I love is that Butch Davis is figuring out different ways to get him the football. Here in the slot, run him into the backfield, run the draw play, get yourself a nice long touchdown, 36 yards. You have to give him the ball. He's the biggest playmaker, at least one of we've seen this year.
Aaron Brooks scrambling. But, oh, man, good hands, Anthony Henry. Remember, he had 10 picks last year, and the Saints turned the ball over at the 1. 14-12 Cleveland. Couch. Play action, third quarter. Guess who it is? Dennis Northcutt, cutting a little south on a ball underthrown between defenders, holds on. 3rd and 6, same drive. Couch. Kevin Johnson. 24 yards, 21-12, Cleveland. Later 3rd, Saints still down 9, moving. Brooks, buying time. Firing. Earl Little is there in the end zone. So turning the ball over in the red zone, the Saints. And then Brooks picked off by Anthony Henry. Brooks picked off 3 times, 6 turnovers in all for the Saints. And the Cleveland Browns remain just a half game behind Pittsburgh, going over 1 game over the 5-5 Patriots. Patriots at home against Minnesota, was lost 15 in a row on the road. And Antoine Smith, the fumbles, but the Patriots challenge and get a, I don't want to say a break. They get the overturn, the elbow down.
Yeah, you reviewed right there. You see the elbow down. Looks like his knees are down as well before the ball comes out. Ground can't force a fumble. That's a good review by the officials.
And then on 3rd and 2, Brady to Troy Brown and
Band of renown.
And it's a first down, 10 yards. And 3rd and 5, play action. Brady's so good at this to Christian Fourier. Between defenders near the goal post, 9 yards, 7-0, even. Second quarter and 2nd and goal now, Pats. Play action again, Brady to Fourier. They got a bevy of tight ends. Fourier 1 yard, it's 14-0 New England.
Yeah, and the safety has the coverage on him right behind him. As you watch him go in motion, he goes behind the line of scrimmage. The coverage wasn't available. Makes a pretty easy catch with nobody on him on the other side of the offense.
3rd and 20, Dante Culpepper in the bottom about it. It's a fumble. Patriots recover, and the route is on. Brady to Troy Brown and
Band of renown.
5-yard touchdown, 21-0 New England. 3 touchdowns first half for Brady. Mike Tice sharpens the pencil. He and Dante Culpepper go to work. They go no huddle at the end of the half. It gets them a touchdown. And they figure, why not? Let's keep doing it. 9 yards to Kelly Campbell. Mo Williams, 14 yards. And then 3rd and goal, they all go to Randy Moss here, Tom.
Yeah, Randy Moss is running the flat route. You're going to watch the defense react up to him. Kelly Campbell going to come open at the back of the end zone. And a good throw by Dante.
Kelly Campbell from
Georgia Tech.
Georgia Tech, the undrafted one. First-year player making his presence felt. So with the score 24-17, Culpepper Moss almost picked off. On 4th down, Culpepper throws incomplete. Look, the Patriots, they win it, okay? They're 6-5. A win is a win.
That's correct.
They're up 21-0. So some good news with the way Brady played. And some disturbing news, I think, that they can't put a team like the Vikings away.
We've seen it from a couple of teams today where you take the huge lead, you seem to relax, and you certainly risk going down the stretch, having that last for a game or two. You can't have it right now.
But here's the big news. The Patriots home the Vikings. They win. They're at Detroit on Thanksgiving. In 5 days, they could be from 5-5 to 7-5. Meanwhile, the streaking team, winners of 3 in a row, the New York Football Jets. Wayne Corbett, everything fine. Talking with Chad Pennington. Drew Bledsoe. Picked off by Sam Garnes on a ball tipped in a 3-3 game late first quarter. Then 3rd and 5 Jets ensuing drive. Curtis, my favorite, Martin, 12 yards. Martin close to becoming in the top 20 all-time rushers in the NFL. Look at this. John Hall is oached by Chris Watson. So, first of all, look at the play here.
Well, Chris Watson comes around the corner, and if you haven't heard us talk about Bill's special teams, there they are right there.
Special. Where is Bruce DeHaven? He's in San Francisco. I know where he is. Jets elect to take the points off the board. Gamble helps him. Lamont Jordan touchdown. So it's instead of 6-3, it's 10-3. Then Aaron Beasley. It's Beasley. He picks off Bledsoe. 2 picks, lost, fumble, Bledsoe. 1st and goal. Curtis Martin, 9 yards. Martin in $120 today on 21 carries. 17-3 Jet. Martin, 17 yards. And then, why don't we make it 15 more for the face of us? More flags there than the UN. 2nd and 6, Bills 11, Pennington. Rolling. Lavernius Coles, where's the defense? 24-3 the Jets. And then Pennington. Look at Santana Moss. Chris Watson having a rough day, number 21. And then Pennington. You know, Eddie Robinson was a great coach. He won, 400 games linebacking today, not so good. As Pennington fakes Robinson out of his cleats on the play.
Hesitation dribble. I told you, gave him the hesitation dribble and went to the hoop.
And all of a sudden, the New York Football Jets, they rolled the Bills. That win at San Diego, we thought it was an aberration at the time. It's changed the whole team. 31-10. His first place team. Drew Brees, oh no, can't have that. Zach Thomas picked at the Chargers 30, setting up a field goal by Olindo Mare. Whoa, 3-0 Dolphins. Ray Lucas, hey, the far cry from that Monday night fiasco at Lambeau. Touchdown James McKnight 10-3. Breeze, too much air under it, and it's certain to be picked up by Patrick Surtain, but wait a minute, Zach Thomas called penalty.
Yeah, Zach Thomas here, and that blow as you watched it, you know, it's shoulder high, but you know that the officials are paying particular attention to protecting the quarterback.
So Dave wants that chagrin, but meanwhile, Jason Taylor, no flag, no. Yeah, now I can celebrate. Dolphins are up 20-3 very quickly in San Diego, so you know they're out of their game plan, Tom. Taylor and Rob Burnett with a sack of Breeze. 3 sacks Dolphins today. Chargers under 150 yards in the game. And this is a big play. It could have been if the San Diego was going to get back in. It was Jake Caldwell hit before the ball got there, and so San Diego says, wait a minute, that's a flag. But no, they called it the other way.
Yeah, and hard to appreciate it in slow motion. Scott McGarren there got pushed by Quentin Jammer, so the referee felt like it was a legal hit, and therefore the Dolphins had the football.
And Marty Schottenheimer says it's no push. Ricky Williams, look at this, around Rodney Harrison. 2 touchdowns today for Ricky, 27-3 Miami. And then Lucas says we want more. Down but up is McKnight, and Alex Bolden didn't touch him when he was down. Now this 77-yard play sets up a field goal. The Chargers challenged this, but they said McKnight was clearly up before Bolden put the 2 hands on him. And well, that's why they play the game right there. I have no other comment, except that both teams are 7-4. The Dolphins are shaken now because they win at 30-3, and all of a sudden, we don't know if Fiedler is going to play. 10-7 Kansas City, second quarter. Green to Holmes. Yo, Holmes. Here's a block. Here's 2 blocks. And he could go all the way. 64 yards, 17-7, Kansas City. Seattle scored 17-14. But then Green, Jason Dunn. Big play of the game. Orlando Huff intercepts him, but the play is now under review.
And the first time we saw this, we thought that Huff got it down. You see the right foot right there. Let's put it down. It's a really